Dave Ramsey has 7 steps that he believes are the true 7 steps to financial freedom. And today, I'm not only going to show you what those steps are, but arguably what those steps should actually be. And I even threw in a bonus step for you guys as well. Honestly, his steps are actually pretty good, but I think there are some very, very big key differences that would help you speed up your financial journey if you chose to take them. And step number 1 is to save your first $1,000 for your emergency starter fund. Step number 2 is to pay off all your debt except for your home if you do own your home. Step number 3 is to save 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund based off of your expenses. Step number 4 is to continuously invest 15% of your household income for retirement. Step number 5, and if you choose to have them, you gotta start saving for your children's college fund. Step number 6 is to pay off your home early. So the best way to do that is just to make bigger payments each and every month. And step number 7 is to build wealth and help give it away. Now let's talk about what I and many others actually think that those steps should be instead. And step number 1 is actually to pay off debt first. If you absolutely needed $1,000 to pull somewhere from, well, guess what? You still have those lousy credit cards lying around. And the reason why I say pay off the debt first is because most of the time, our credit cards have something like 15, 18, 20% in interest. And if you owe 4, 5, or 6 figures of debt, the interest can add up really, really fast. And that $1,000 could have helped pay off some of that debt faster. And now that you've paid off the debt of everything besides your house, of course, step 2 is actually to save that 6 to 12 months of emergency fund versus the 3 to 6 that he mentions. And it's okay to deploy some of that into the stock market or maybe other assets like gold or silver, but make sure to have at least the 3 to 6 in cash, and the other 3 to 6 is optional as far as where you want to put it. Just don't go spending it on something like NFTs or cryptocurrency that could go up and down 50% in one day. Now, the next step is to invest 10 all the way up to 40 or 50% if you can of your income, your household income, towards retirement. And the more you decide to put away, the closer to early retirement that you can get. And the reason why I decided to put 10 on there instead of 15, which is Dave Ramsey's number, is because some of us may not be able to, especially if we have children to take care of or other responsibilities. That way, starting at a nice 10% is a good initial start, and you can always build that up higher. And for some of us, we have an employer that matches a certain percentage of what we put away for retirement. So if you do end up putting 10% and your employer matches up to 10%, well, now you're putting away 20% for retirement. So make sure to take advantage of those programs as well. Now, step number 4, if you do plan to have children, is to save for your child's college fund / entrepreneurship fund, because who knows what they might want to do in their life. So remember to not limit your children to just college, even though it is a good place to get some sort of education. Now, step number 5 is to buy real estate or other income producing assets. It does not make sense to pay off your home that's probably under 3% in interest rate, especially when that money that you're making extra payments to could be going towards a duplex, triplex, quadplex, or even growing your own business that might return 20, 30, 40% on your investment every single year. And those income producing assets could actually be paying off your home or helping you double down on your business. Again, make sure to not over leverage yourself, because this is what happened to Dave Ramsey back when he was in his 20s. He took on a lot of debt, over leveraged himself, the market crashed, and then he got burned. So make sure to not over leverage yourself, and always remember to do proper risk management when you are making decisions like this. Now, step number 6 is to continuously be building wealth no matter what it is. Look for new opportunities and try new things. And at the same time, start putting some of your eggs into safer baskets as you get closer to retirement. No wonder there's a lot of billionaires that are just continuously buying bonds in really safe companies, because they know that if they just get 3, 4, 5% interest on their billions of dollars, their money will live on past them. It's only while you're building wealth that you should be thinking about higher risk equals higher reward. Once you've made the wealth, you can drop back down to a lot less risky positions. Now, step number 7 is super important, and that is to check in on your progress, whether that's quarterly, monthly, or yearly. It's really important to see where you are so you can continuously plan on where you're headed. Remember that every wealthy person has quarterly or monthly check-ins with their bank bank account or with their financial person. Because if you don't know where you are, then you don't know how you're planning to take the next step into the direction that you're trying to go. And step number 8 is my final step, and that is to continuously seek knowledge and opportunity. Those high ROI investments aren't just gonna appear out of nowhere like a genie from a lamp. And remember that as humans, we all get comfortable and a little bit complacent with what we are used to. But the true keys to early retirement, as I've seen other people do it countless number of times, is to stay creative, curious, and hungry for more. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like buttons. Don't forget to subscribe, and YouTube thinks you might enjoy these 2 pieces of content as well.